Happy New Year to you guys. And then may this year we accomplish more and then manifest all our vision. We receive abundance of good health and also abundance of opportunity, kindness, compassion, everything that you guys want together. All right. Okay. Since this is a new year, but our lesson is still continuing from the previous year. All right, guys. So which is learning about chapter 17. Okay. So we're continuing with chapter 17. Allow me to share the material. All right, there you go. So, we're still doing chapter 17, okay, which is about promotion. All right, a little bit reminder about this chapter. Okay, it was a situation was like Tom was promoted to be a supervisor at the marketing. Okay, and then he has concerns about the fact that he never managed people, and then he has a coworker or an associate that which her name is Lucy, is trying to convince Tom that he will be doing fine in his new position as the marketing supervisor. All right. Okay, so let's do the role plays, and then I need 8 volunteers to do the conversation for this. All right, you may raise your hands and I assign the dialogue to you guys. Okay. After we do the role plays, we'll continue with the comprehension test. So pay attention to everything that is being said in the dialogue. Okay, that's going to be answering the comprehension test. Okay, the comprehension test is a test that showing how much you understand the conversation between Tom and Lucy. All right. So let's see. All right, I see Mr. Amin. All right, I'll have you do Lucy number 1 until number 4. Liman is taking care of Tom number 1 until number 3. And then I see Jane. Jane will do Tom number 4 until number 7. And then Shirley is taking care of Lucy number 5 until number 7. Okay. And then I have Eileen. Eileen is taking care of Tom number 8 until number 10. And then Ian. Ian is doing Lucy's number 8 until 11. Miss Lily is taking care of Tom's number 11 until 14. And Uni is taking care of Lucy's number 12 until number 14. All right. The rest, I'll have you do the comprehension test. So for the rest of the class, pay attention to the dialogue, okay, that your classmate is doing it. All right. All right, let me repeat again, guys. Okay. So Tom's dialogue number 1 until number 3 is taken care by Lehman, and then Mr. Amin is doing Lucy's number 1 until number 4. Jennifer is doing Tom's number 4 until number 7. Shirley is taking care of Lucy's number 5 until number 7. Eileen is doing Tom's number 8 until 10. Ian is doing Lucy number 8 until 11. Miss Lily is doing Tom's number 11 until 14. And Uni will end the role play with Lucy's number 12 until 14. All right. Now allow me to unmute you guys. Okay, as usual, please, the least background sound will be really helpful to the rest of the class. That way they can listen to your pronunciation, also the intonation, and they help them to understand what is the dialogue talk about. They'll be easier to help them answer the comprehension test. All right.
Good evening, Miss.
Good
How's it
evening,
going?
Liman. How
Good
you
evening,
doing?
Miss.
All right. Happy
Miss
New Year,
Susan.
everybody.
Happy New Year.
Okay. Hopefully you guys enjoy the end of 2004 and excited for the 2025. Okay, Ian, Miss Lily, and Yun.
Evening, Miss.
Good evening, Miss Lily. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to Miss.
Good evening, Miss Susan. Happy New
Good
Year.
evening. Happy New Year, everybody. Be excited for this 2025. Okay. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't see Eileen. Where is Eileen? Eileen. Is Eileen still here? Let me see. Eileen. All right, I don't see Eileen. Okay. Well, since I don't see Eileen, Ian. Okay. I see Jennifer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's Shirley. Shirley. All right. All right, guys. Times is yours. You may start with Lima.
Okay, that's good. I have really good news today. Oh, I'm so happy.
What is your good news, Tom?
I got a promotion today. You are looking at the new supervisor of the marketing department.
Oh, this is a great news. I'm so glad for you. So you will start your new job this coming Monday?
No, I need to finish my current project in the sales department before I move over to marketing. I probably will start my new job a week from Monday.
You have a lot of experience with this company. Company. They will be very helpful to you in your new position.
No, I've never supervised people before. I will be able to cope with all the new responsibilities.
Lucy number 4. Mr. Amin.
Yes?
Lucy number 4.
Oh, me. You will do fine. You are a natural leader, and you will lead you will lead well.
You think so, Lucy?
Lucy 5 is Shirley. Let me see if Shirley is still in here. All right.
Happy New Year, Miss Susan.
Happy New Year, Shirley. All right. Lucy 5 until 7. It's your turn. Shirley. Is Shirley still
Hello.
here? Oh, Shirley. Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
I'm here.
okay, so it's your turn for Lucy number 5.
Okay. I know so. You are always good at coaching people. You led your soccer team to victory last year, didn't you?
Leading a soccer team and leading a marketing department are not quite the same.
Yes, they are in a way. First, being a supervisor means building a good team where members work well with each other, right?
Right. If members of the team do not understand their own tasks as well as the tasks of their teammates, it will be chaos.
Second, a supervisor needs to identify his employee working habit and the job requirements in order to build a better work environment, right?
Yes, in order for me to improve my employees' performance, I need to understand their working habits and their skills. Then I can give them a little bit of coaching if the need arises.
Third, you need to find out what motivates your employees, right?
Tom number 9, Elaine. Elaine, oh, okay, Elaine.
Yes, again, everybody needs to be motivated. I try to find a better way of doing one's job or putting in extra effort to perform better.
Things will not always run smoothly. There will be problem employees. So fourth, you need to know how to coach or how to counsel or even how to use
Right. This is the worst part of being a supervisor. You need to be strong enough to cope with problem employees, to be wise enough to counsel them, and even be mean enough to discipline them.
Lucy number 10.
things will change and your department needs to be able to adapt to times, right?
Yes, technological change happen every day. I need to get my employees ready for changes as well as to reinforce the need for change sometimes.
Lucy 11, still Ian. Oh. Ian.
And if you come up with new ideas, you need to be able to sell your ideas to your boss and your employers, right?
There is no need to come up with new ideas if you cannot convince people of their value.
You need to set yourself out as an example for your employees. Therefore, you should have a good understanding of your responsibilities, work hard and work well with others, be alert of changes, and last but not least, understand the values and goals of your company.
If I want to lead, then I need to prove that I am a good leader.
Those are the things that you need to do in your new position. Even though they are not exactly the same as coaching a soccer team, you will do fine. All you need to do is change your leadership style a little bit in this new environment.
Thanks for the note of confidence, Lucy.
You are welcome, Tom.
Very good. Done well, guys. Thank you. All right. Okay, so it sounds like we have like classmates that younger than 17. All right. So anyway, good for your spirit, you know, for you're trying to be in this class, okay? Even though some words are maybe still a little bit mispronounced, okay? And because this is not for your level, but you're trying, all right? Okay, very good. Okay, let's see. Have some of the words that you guys need to pay extra attention. Let's see on Lucy number 4. Lucy number 4. All right. So pay attention to this word. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, check this out. Lucy number 4. Okay, pay attention to this word here, lead. Okay, lead. Okay, and then there is another word here, let. Let. Okay. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Okay, this is let here. Okay, so lead is the present tense. Let is the past tense of lead. Okay. Okay. I lead them to the mountain. Okay. Now, and the past tense is she led them to victory. All right. So that's actually the same meaning. Okay. Dalam bahasa Indonesia kira-kira seperti memimpin, membawa, oke, okay? Sebagai yang mengatur mereka di bagian sebagai memimpin, jadi dia yang mengarahkan begitu, oke, okay? Menuju ke suatu tempat atau ke suatu hal, oke, okay? That's lead, oke, okay? Lead and led. Okay, so pay attention to that. Okay, and then let's go on Lucy's number 5, or also we say we have this coaching. Okay, you are always good at coaching people. Coaching, okay. Alright, coaching, melatih dalam bahasa Indonesianya ya, melatih. And then we have Lucy, Lucy number 8. Lucy number 8. Motivates. The word is motivates. Okay. You need to find out what motivates your employees, right? Okay. Motivates. Dalam bahasa Indonesia berarti ini adalah suatu kata kerja ya, verb, which means in Indonesian is memotivasi, okay, mendorong, okay. And then we have Tom number 9. Tom number 9, the words is either. Either. Okay. All right. Either to find a better way of doing one's job or putting in extra effort to perform better. Right? Either. Okay. sometimes you're going to hear people pronounce it as either, either. All right, either is the American pronunciation, and either is the British. Okay, and then we have also Lucy's number 9 is okay, even. Okay, even. No, okay, this is even. Or even how to discipline, right? Atau so dalam bahasa Indonesianya itu kira-kira or even atau bahkan harus mendisiplinkan. So or even here, even is we have different meanings. Okay, depends on the context of the sentences. Okay. Jadi tergantung dari pemakaian kata even ini dalam kalimatnya, oke? Jadi dalam kalimat ini even ini berarti atau bahkan, dalam bahasa Indonesia bahkan gitu lagi. And then sometimes you can say the road is even, okay, and then the score is even, maksudnya sama rata, maksudnya dia apa dalam both team has the same score like that. Okay, that's called even. Okay, we're even right now. Okay, so jadi dalam bisa tergantung dari kalimat. Dalam we're even right now dalam bahasa Indonesia berarti impas, kita impas ya gitu. Okay, so pay attention to the sentence. Okay, and then next we have the okay, Lucy's number 11. Lucy's number 11. Pay attention to the word here. Ideas. New ideas. If you come up with new ideas, you need to be able to sell your ideas to your boss and your employees, right? All right. Ideas. Okay. Ide dalam bahasa Indonesia berarti ide. All right. Okay, so before we move on to the next one, let me have Lucy's. All right, I'll have Ian to pronounce, okay, to correct the pronunciation, all right? You repeat after me, okay, Ian, for Lucy's number 11, okay? Ideas.
Okay.
Ideas. Okay. And if you come up with new ideas,
And if you come up with new ideas,
you need to be able to sell your ideas to your boss and employees, right?
you need to be able to sell your ideas to your boss and your employees, right?
Very good. All right. Okay, one more. Okay, for Lucy's number 9, the word I need you to pay attention is even.
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 All right, very good. Now repeat after me. So, fourth, you need to know how to coach or how to counsel or even how to discipline, right?
So, fourth, you need to know how to coach or how to counsel or even how to discipline, okay? Right?
Okay, this is the word fourth.
Fourth.
Four, you see like the number 4, but we have the th. Okay, so you're gonna pronounce it as fourth.
Fourth.
No fall. Okay, fourth.
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 So, okay, when there is a th on that on ending the word, you're going to wear. There's gonna be a sounds like. Okay, so your tongue is going to be in between, a little bit in between the top and the bottom teeth. Okay, jadi saat pengucapan kalau ada kata-kata yang berakhiran dengan th, saat pelafalannya itu lidah akan berada di antara gigi atas dan gigi bawah. Oke, listen. Oke, fourth. So there, fourth.
Fourth.
Oke, jadi seolah-olah ada angin yang keluar dari pengucapan tersebut. Oke, fourth.
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 Yes, almost. Okay, just keep on practicing. Okay, very good. Okay, okay. So, what grade are you in?
5.
Okay, 5th grade. Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, to even Tom. Mr. Tom. Okay, Tom. Okay. Tom, okay. Tom number 9. Okay. I'll have Eileen repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
Either.
Eater.
Either.
Eater.
No eater. It's either.
Eater.
When you say the it's silent, okay? Jadi saat pengucapan either, itu jangan terlalu kentara saat pengucapan T, oke? Jadi yang T-nya itu dia soft, oke? Listen. Either.
Eater.
I can still hear the T, so it's gonna be like this. Either.
Eater.
Either.
Eater.
No T, okay? Maybe like let's say either. Oh, with the D. Okay, dalam bahasa Indonesia kita mungkin menggunakan bukan T tapi D, okay? Jadi begini. Either.
Either.
There you go. You got it. All right. So repeat after me, okay? Everybody needs to be motivated either to find a better way of doing one's job or putting an extra effort to perform better.
Everybody needs to be motivated either to find a better way of doing one's job or putting in extra effort to perform better.
Very good. All right. Perfect. Okay. So, what grade are you, Eileen?
6th grade.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Okay. So, let's move on to Lucy number 8. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Lucy number 5. Lucy number 5. Coaching. Give me 1 second. Okay. Shirley still here? Okay. Lucy number 5. Lucy number 5 is Shirley. All right, so number 5 here is coaching, okay? Coaching. You are always good at coaching people, all right? So that's coaching. And then let's see, Lucy number 4. Lucy number 4, lead. Okay, I'll have Mr. Amin try. So we have the difference between lead and led, okay? Let me see if Mr. Amin still... Okay, give me 1 second. Maybe Mr. Amin. Let me see. Where's Mr. Amin? Okay, anyway, so pay attention, guys. Okay, when you see the word lead and led, okay, guys. Okay, the pronunciation is a little bit different. Lead. She leads us to the mountain, okay? You led your soccer team to a victory, all right? So that's the only a little bit correction for today, all right? So, okay, let's move on to our comprehension test, guys. Comprehension test, okay, here you go. So, let's do number A. What happened to Tom? What happened to Tom? Oke, apa yang terjadi dengan Tom? Oke, let's hear from Nani. Hai Nani. Nani, can you hear me? Give me 1 second. Can Nani hear me? Okay. I can't hear anything from Nani. Let me try on Miss Lily. Okay, see. Miss Lily, can you hear me?
Yes, Miss.
Oh, okay. Can you hear Nani's voice?
No, Miss.
Okay, so maybe her connection is not good right now. Okay, so Miss Lily, would you like to answer number A? What happened to Tom?
Okay, Miss. I try.
Sure.
Tom got a promotion for his job.
Okay. Now, what kind of promotion is that he got? He got a promotion to be
a new supervisor of the marketing department.
Okay, to be a new marketing supervisor. Yes. Shorter that way, right? Okay, I also agree with Miss Lily. Very good. Thank you, Miss Lily. Okay, jadi what happened to Tom? Okay, actually Tom got a promotion to be a new marketing supervisor. All right, very good. Okay, when will Tom move over to the new position? Okay, jadi kapan kira-kira Tom bisa menjalani posisi barunya sebagai supervisor pemasaran? Okay, let's try Nani. Nani, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, there she is. All right. Number B, when will Tom move over to the new position? Kapan kira-kira Tom bisa mulai bekerja sebagai supervisor bagian pemasaran?
When will
Tom.
over to the new position? Tom will move over to a new position.
Position on when? Tom will move over to the new position. Let's see. Oops. Look what Lucy say on Lucy Direct number 2. So you will start your new job this coming Monday? No, I need to finish my blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, you got it, Nani?
A week job.
Give me 1 second. When will Tom move over to the new position? A week from Monday. Okay, so it's probably like a week and a half starting today, huh? The day they're talking. All right, very good. Thank you, Nani. Okay, so number C. What is Tom's concern about the new position? Apa yang dikhawatirkan oleh Tom? Oke, terkait dengan posisi dengan jabatan barunya ini. Oke. One second. Oke. All right, let's hear from Mr. Amin, okay?
What Tom? Apa yang Tom khawatir dengan posisinya ya? Itu artinya ya.
Yes.
Tom concerned about the new position because he never supervisor before. Supervisor people before.
Is that he
never supervisor people.
He never supervised. He never supervised. He has never, okay?
Supervise and be able to cope with all the new responsibility.
Okay, he has never supervised. Supervise people.
Supervisor people, and be able to cope
with.
And be able to cope with all the new responsibility. Dan mempunyai tanggung jawab yang baru ya.
Concern that he has never supervised and cope with new responsibilities. Yes. All right. Of course, new position, new responsibilities, right? So if you take it, then you should be able to cope it with it. All right. Very good. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Amin. All right. Jadi apa yang dikhawatirkan oleh Tom terkait dengan posisi barunya? Yang dikhawatirkannya yaitu dia sebelumnya itu tidak pernah, mensupervisi orang-orang dan juga dia juga khawatir terkait dengan tanggung jawab baru yang harus dia hadapi. Okay, so let's see number D. Why does Lucy think that Tom will succeed in his new position? Apa yang membuat Lucy itu berpikir, bahwa Tom itu bakal sukses dengan posisi barunya ini? Okay, let's hear from Shirley.
Okay, why does Lucy think that Tom will succeed in his new position? Lucy thinks that Tom will succeed in his new position because Tom are always good at coaching people and led his soccer team to victory last year.
All right, also agree. Okay, let me write it first. Okay, Lucy thinks that Tom will succeed in his new position because he is good at coaching
People
and
led
led
his soccer
his
team
team
to
to
victory
victory
last year.
All right. I also agree with Shirley. Very good. Thank you, Shirley. Okay. Now let's move on to number E. What are the similarities between leading a soccer team and leading the marketing department? Oke, apa sih kira-kira ya persamaan antara memimpin suatu tim sepak bola dengan memimpin suatu departemen pemasaran? Oke, persamaannya apa? Oke, that's number E. There are 4 similarities there, okay? All right, let's hear from Miss Lily, okay?
What are the similarities between leading a soccer team and leading the marketing department?
Yes.
The similarity between leading a soccer team and leading the marketing department are building a good team.
Okay, building a good team. Okay, next. Building a good team. There are 4 that's mentioned by Lucy actually. Okay.
Identify.
Okay, identifying
his employees' working habits and the job requirement.
Okay, identifying working habits and job requirement. Okay, requirements. Next, number 3.
Motivated, yes. To be motivated.
Motivating people, right? Okay, last.
How to coach or how to counsel or
Coaching,
even
yes.
how to discipline.
Coaching, counseling, and
how to discipline them.
Discipline people.
Yes.
Yes, that's the 4th, right?
Yes.
All right. I also agree with Miss Lily. Very good. Oke. Jadi persamaan antara memimpin suatu tim tim sepak bola dan departemen pemasaran adalah yang pertama, kedua tim ini harus keduanya ini harus pertama kita harus membangun suatu tim yang bagus. Kemudian yang kedua yaitu kita harus menetapkan apa sih
Kebiasaan.
kebiasaan kerja, kemudian juga persyaratan untuk melakukan bagian jabatan dalam suatu departemen, dalam soccer team pun itu ada bagian-bagian dibagi lagi menjadi bagian entah keeper and something else. Tugasnya berbeda-beda, oke? Kemudian yang ketiga, kita harus memotivasi teamwork anggota-anggota timnya itu ya. Kemudian yang ketiga, setelah kita memotivasi, kita harus bisa juga melatih mereka. Kemudian juga harus bisa mendorong bila ada sesuatu masalah, kita harus bisa berkonsultasi, maksudnya bertukar pikiran, dan juga bisa bila terjadi pelanggaran harus bisa mendisiplinkan mereka. Jadi itu adalah persamaan antara memimpin suatu tim sepak bola dan departemen pemasaran. Alright, very good. So it's about the same like that. Okay, thank you, Miss Lily. Okay, so that's number E, guys. EF. Why should Tom identify his employees' working habits? Okay, mengapa Tom harus mengidentifikasikan kebiasaan bekerja? Kebiasaan bekerja employees para pekerjanya ya, pegawainya. Kira-kira gitu. Number F. Okay. Let's hear from Mr. Amin.
What should Tom identify his employee working habit? Apa kebiasaannya ya, bekerjanya
Ya,
artinya.
betul.
Kebiasaan bekerja.
Tom should.
Tom can give them a little bite.
A little what? Repeat.
Tom can give an employee a little bite. A little bit ya, masalah.
A little fight. Repeat. Spell it for me.
A little bit of coaching.
Working habits. Because
he can give for coaching a little bit of coaching ya.
Okay, let's check again, together on the conversation. Okay, I think it's over here. Motivates. All right, there you go. Okay, check on 8. Tom number 8.
Yes.
In order for me to improve my employees' performance, I need to understand their working habits and their skills. Okay. Jadi itu sudah dalam kalimat tersebut. Okay.
Tom can give them ya. Tom can give them a little bit of coaching if the need.
Okay, actually right there, only here. In order for me to improve my employees' performance, I need to understand their working habits and their skills. Jadi dengan untuk meningkatkan apa performance itu untuk meningkatkan kualitas dari kualitas
Pekerja.
kerja dari pegawai saya harus memahami bagaimana kebiasaan bekerja dan juga keahlian mereka. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what it says. Yes. So Tom needs to.
Tom can give them a little bit of coaching the need arise ya. Bukan gitu.
That's actually then I can give them a little bit coaching if the need arises. Jadi dalam bahasa Indonesianya begini ya. Jadi untuk meningkatkan kualitas kerja dari pegawai, saya harus bisa memahami kebiasaan bekerja mereka dan juga keahlian mereka. Kemudian saya bisa memberikan beberapa pelatihan bila diperlukan. Oke, jadi bukan itu tujuan utama, dia harus memahami. Jadi tujuan utama si Tom ini memahami kebiasaan kerjanya itu adalah to improve the employees' performance.
To improve ya.
Nah, jadi bila dia tahu kalau dengan dia memahami kebiasaan kerjanya itu, dia akan bisa memberikan coaching bila dibutuhkan gitu. Jadi yang here, kalimat yang pertama ini sudah tertera dengan jelas. Okay. In order for me to improve my employees' performance, I need to understand their working habits and their skills. Okay.
Yeah, clear.
Okay, let's go back to our question. Okay. Okay. Tom should identify his employees' working habits in order to improve
employees perform.
Yes, employees
perform.
Yes. Employees performance. Yes. Jadi untuk meningkatkan kualitas kerja mereka. Okay. Alright, very good. Do you have any question, Mr. Amin?
No yet.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Oke, jadi dia dengan memahami working habits-nya, maka si Tom bisa membantu meningkatkan kualitas kerja dari pegawai mereka. Okay. Number G. What should a supervisor do with the problem employees? Bagaimana? Apa yang harus dilakukan oleh seorang supervisor untuk mengatasi pegawai yang bermasalah? Okay. Number G. Alright, so let's hear from Eileen. Okay, guys. Okay, Eileen, would you like to try answer number G? What should a supervisor do with a problem employee? Apa yang harus dilakukan oleh supervisor untuk mengatasi pegawai yang bermasalah? Okay, let's look at the conversation again. Okay. 7, the second one here. Okay, check out on Lucy number 9. Things will not always run smoothly. There will be problem employees. So fourth, you need to know how to coach, how to counsel, or even how to discipline, right? Okay. Jadi di sini dialog yang dilontarkan oleh Lucy ini dikatakan things will not always run smoothly. hal-hal tidak akan selalu berjalan dengan lancar ya. There will be problem employees, akan ada pegawai yang bermasalah. Jadi yang keempat, kamu harus tahu bagaimana untuk melatih atau bagaimana untuk counsel. Counsel itu apa ya itu counseling itu ya, counseling seperti itu, saling counseling itu apa ya bahasa ini, counseling gitu ya, and even how to juga bahkan harus bagaimana mendisiplinkan mereka. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, do you understand this statement here?
Yes.
It's a little bit advanced, okay, for your age, okay, but you may try, okay. So what do you think is the answer for this question? Let's go again, okay. So only from that dialogue we may answer that, okay. Number G, what should the supervisor do with a problem employee? Apa yang harus
The
dilakukan?
supervisor do with a problem employee is the supervisor is have to coach them, consult them, and even make them disciplined.
Oh, okay. A supervisor. Okay. A supervisor has to handle a problem employee by coaching, counseling, and discipline them. Okay, so the main point is those three things. Okay, coaching, counseling, and discipline them. Okay, very good. Thank you, Yelin. Okay, jadi bagaimana sih seorang supervisor itu harus mengatasi pegawai yang bermasalah dengan cara ya melatih mereka awalnya, bagaimana menunjukkan ini yang sebenarnya cara bekerjanya itu yang sebaiknya begini, kemudian melakukan konsultasi, counseling, oke, apa sih yang membuat kamu tidak bisa melakukan sesuai dengan job requirement, oke, dan bila masih terjadi lagi pelanggaran ya terpaksa harus dilakukan disciplinary, okay? Jadi ya memberikan hukuman atau entahlah yang sesuai dengan peraturan yang berlaku di dalam perusahaan, okay? Very good. H, what should Tom do to cope with technological changes? Apa yang harus Tom lakukan terkait dengan perubahan teknologi yang terjadi, okay? Number H. All right. Let's hear from Shirley.
Okay. What should Tom do to cope with the technological changes?
Okay.
Tom needs to get his employee ready for the technological changes as well as to reinforce the need for change sometimes.
Okay, let's see. About the technological changes
as
Tom
well.
Tom should get
his employees ready
and employees ready and let me see. Reinforce the need and also reinforced the need for changes. Okay, very good. Thank you, Shirley. Okay, that's the age. Okay. Oh, techno. Okay, should get the employees ready for any changes. Okay, for the ready and the need for the changes. Okay. All right, so they're not shocking or anything when the technological the higher technological equipment being used in the company. Okay, now let's move on to number I. What should Tom do with his new ideas? Okay. Okay, this is the last question, all right? What should Tom do with his new ideas? New ideas. Okay, let's hear from Miss Lily.
What should Tom
Do
with his new ideas?
Regarding the new ideas, Tom should remember there's a and you come up with new ideas, you need to Lucy say something. Let's check.
You should have a good understanding of your responsibilities, working hard and work well with others.
Let's see which one. All right, let's check on Lucy number 11. Lucy number 11. And if you come up with new ideas, okay, well, what is she say? You need to be able to sell your ideas to your boss and your employees, right? Okay. So that's what Lucy say. Okay. So when Tom come up with the new ideas, he needs to sell it to his boss and employees. Besides, convince them
people or
of their
value.
convince of their value. Yes. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so should sell it. Sell it mean it's not like sell things like that, but like spill it, tell the boss and the employees about his new ideas. Okay, he should sell it so they know, oh, there is a new idea, so we can improve it. Sell it to his boss and employees as well. Okay. And
convince people of their value.
Yes, awesome. Give me 1 second, please. And convince people of their value. Jadi meyakinkan mereka, hey, saya punya ide baru ini, oke. Jadi kira-kira kamu bisa melakukannya ini. Jadi meyakinkan mereka bahwa terkait dengan ide barunya ini, pegawai A or B or C, they have the capabilities, skills, knowledge to do to make his Tom's idea into reality like that. Okay, that's what Tom's mean. Okay, very good. Thank you, Miss Lily.
Welcome.
Okay, so that's the end of the comprehension test for today. Okay, we still have J and K. Okay, try to answer by yourself, and then we will discuss it next week as well with the discussion here. Okay, this discussion is gonna be based on your opinion, your experience, okay, your knowledge, okay, so not based on the conversation here. All right, okay guys, I'll end the class tonight. Thank you for joining the class. Okay, again, happy new year, and then I'll see you guys next week. Okay,
Thank you,
meanwhile, stay
Miss.
healthy,
Thank you, Miss
and
Ruslan. See you
then